Today's lesson is going to be a continuation of the past lesson, which was part one of the comparison between the national goals of education with the course objective for ECD teacher certificate course. And this is why it is very important for you to remember what we learned last time. Remember last time we learned about the national goals of education. Are you able to recall how many they were?
I think there are about 7, sir.
Yeah, they were about.
I'm not sure.
They were 9.
Yeah, I think I have written it somewhere, sir.
Thank you.
So yeah, okay. Give me a minute, sir. Give me a minute, sir.
Welcome. Okay.
I think about 8, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
They were 9.
Okay.
I had sent the notes. Maybe you will check and then get all of them right.
Okay, I couldn't get them printed at school today, but I'll try later on.
Okay.
But I think they are fostering nationalism, patriotism, and promoting national unity.
Yes.
Promoting social and economic development.
Yes.
Technological and industrial needs for national and economic development.
Yeah, true.
Promote individual development and self-fulfillment. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm reading from somewhere, sir.
Yeah, it's good. We should refer.
Yeah. Promote sound and moral religious values.
Yes.
Promote social equality and responsibility.
Yeah.
Promote respect for and development of Kenya's rich and varied cultures.
Yes.
Promote international consciousness and foster positive attitudes towards other nations.
Very good.
Yeah. And promote positive attitudes, good health, and environmental protection.
Yeah, thank you very much. Today we shall look at the general ECDE objectives. And the first one from the screen, if you are able to see, kindly read the first one.
Sorry, just excuse me. Acquire information relevant to ECDE programs.
Yes, so the objective of ECDE in Kenya, the first one is to acquire information related to ECDE programs. We say information is power, and you may get information anywhere. Maybe in the news, newsletters, you may get them in the newspapers, even the Daily Nation. Maybe we are having maybe the Ministry of Education announcing something. If it is related to ECDE, you should be able to retrieve the information and use it appropriately. We also have other information sources like the internet. You know, you can search. For example, if you want to know how to teach child reading, you can easily search any solution, like preparing materials, like maybe getting used to the CBC. Like we have other ways, like for example, the current books used by the Ministry of Education that is being approved by the Ministry of Education. So if you look at it very well, it is showing that ECD allows, the program allows you to be able to retrieve information where it is relevant. Another way, maybe you might use online platforms like Big Pen. We have others that exist. They can help you also to get related information. So the first, and that one you should not forget it, is that the general objective, the first one is to help you acquire relevant information to ECDE programs. Kindly read number 2, the second one. Kindly read number 2, the second number, the second general objective.
Sorry.
Please read the second objective.
Oh yeah, sorry. Develop a sense of nationhood and foster love for own country.
Yes. ECDE also brings the sense of nationhood. That's why those young children, we shall still tell them they are Kenyans, or they live in Kenya, or their mother country is Kenya. So ECDE, from its lowest or the first preliminary efforts to help the child get introduced to education, the objective is to foster nationhood and also to love for own country. This is when we shall also relate it to the objectives, the national objective, which was talking about nationalism. We were talking about patriotism. You remember that? It was also talking about love of the country. So ECDE should help children to be able to love the environment, to love their neighbors, to love the country, to even appreciate presidency, the government, and the way the country is. Please read number 3.
Identify and utilize local resources that promote social and economic development.
Good. Both the teacher and the child, and even the CBC now brings in the parent, they should be able to identify and utilize local resources. This is very powerful. We do not have to import toys to teach children. We do not have to import things like skipping ropes, things like learning cards. We can identify what we have among our environment, in our environment. For example, when we want to do modeling, we can also use clay soil in our environment. It's not all the time we import the modeling clay. We can also utilize the resources, for example, counting. Instead of us buying manufactured counters from China or Europe, we can also utilize the limestone around us. We can use the sticks, we can shape the sticks so that they are not harmful to the children. And we have to embrace that their presence in the environment is a very good resource that can be used in learning. And this will promote social and economic development. The reason as to why we say identifying resources will promote the social development first is before you even acquire the resource from the environment, you must communicate. You must relate to those people. You must seek permission to the owners of the resources. You must buy if it is involving small cost. And that's why economic development comes in. Because when you buy, you promote your neighbor. The second thing, because we are using our neighboring resources, our local resources, we are also saving from the high cost, and economically we are improving because we could have used a lot of money to import, but this time we are making our own. We are saving that coin that could have gone out. So this shows that actually one of the objectives is really achievable, is possible to be achieved when we say that ECD will help us to identify and utilize local resources that will promote social and economic development. Read number 4, please.
Be aware and appreciate the role of technology and industry in the national development.
Very good. ECDE, that's why even at this level, or the level of the children, schools are embracing the use of technology. That's why Big Pen here is embracing technology. We have children of 3 years, 4 years who are learning online. And this shows that we are embracing the industry in the country. Look at it, how it is embracing the industry in the country. For example, those people who are selling smartphones, now they have a very big market because children want their parents to buy so that they can learn with their teachers. We also have those ones who are selling other electronic like laptops. Those ones who are also selling Wi-Fi routers, the internet gadgets. So you see, we are embracing the industry that provide materials that can be used in the appreciation of the role of technology. You can see, if not technology, we could not be learning now, because the COVID and the have made schools to close. Children in the country could not be learning. But this time, it is true that everyone is learning as long as they are able to access the internet. So that is technology. The camera, that is technology, because you see, you can hear me, you can see me, I can see you, we can talk, we can communicate as if we are just neighbors. So this one is because of the technological industry. So that's why we are saying that children and the ECD, when you talk about ECD, we don't talk about children alone. We talk about the teachers in the ECD again. We talk about the parents in the ECD again. We also talk about the school management, the community, everything. So that every one of them should be aware and should also appreciate the role of technology and industry in the national development. Read number 5, please.
Have an opportunity for further education and training for individual growth and development.
Very good. ECDE, that's why as a teacher, after the certificate level, you will be encouraged to go to the next level. You will go to diploma, you will go to degree, you will go to master's, and even professor, the PhD level. And this is because ECDE will not close you to the certificate level. ECDE will not close the child in the preschool level. It will give the opportunity to that child to further education and enter primary, again enter high school, again enter college, and even enter university. So this one shows that ECDE gives an opportunity for everyone to further education and training, because education is power. The training is skills. You get the skills and you can grow your individual self, and you can also develop the country. If everyone knows how to teach, for example, if all parents could have gone through ECDE, this time everyone could be easily handling their children. So that one shows you the importance of education and training. Please read number 6.
To foster spiritual and moral growth.
Yes, you can still remember when we were talking about the national goals of education, objectives, we said that we should always promote spiritual development in children. And this time here in the general objective, we are also saying that ECD should foster spiritual and moral development. If a child is a Christian, they should be exposed to Christianity and be given the best foundation for that religion. If it is Islam, they should be trained, they should be exposed to Muslim Islam, they should be exposed to the belief, the spiritualism, the moral growth, so that we do not have people having indisciplined manners, having bad morals, because actually it is true that when every person has the spiritual background, the morality is perfect. It's good. People behave knowing that there is God, there is life after death. After this world, there is a super environment called heaven. So this is the reality of it, that ECD is not an exception. It will give all children the possibility of growing spiritually and even developing morally. Let's go to the next part. You can see number 7. Kindly read number 7.
Sorry. Acquire acceptable social values and behaviors for effective living as an individual and as a member of the society.
Thank you very much. The ECDE should also help the child acquire acceptable social values. When we talk about social values, we mean look at the etiquette. The etiquette, for example, saying please, thank you, welcome, enjoy yourself here with us. You see, if somebody's sick, you say, I wish you quick recovery. This one shows that we have the social values. Beyond our lives, we see there is need to have effective behavior that will help every individual in the, as a member of the society to feel appreciated. Take it this way, that every person, even if they are children, if they are exposed to the social values as early as possible, as the early ages, it is very easy for them to get used to the best behaviors as possible. Let's read number 8.
Promote equal opportunities for every individual in the society.
Thank you. The general goal of ECD again is to promote equal opportunities. That is why we do not, in the class you are encouraged to teach both boys and girls. When they sit, ensure that they know the gender is not a limitation. Any gender can be successful. In the past, teaching was for women. But look at me, I'm a man and I'm teaching ECDE. And in the past, ECD was only for women. So this shows that we are growing as a nation towards the general objective of equal opportunity. If a man can be a good head teacher, even a lady teacher can also be a good head teacher. If, for example, maybe a director can be a good, a man can be a good director, the same with a lady. So this one is true, even in the ECD setup, that who will take these children to the washroom, the toilets. This one will be like, oh, in the past it was only women can take children to the washroom. But I'm a very happy teacher, a gentleman. I teach playgroup. I teach the 3 years and I take them to the washroom. I'm very happy, even to clean them when they have messed themselves. So this is because of the opportunity of being equally in gender. And when we talk about equality, it extends even in the economic wise. We can say, for example, schools are open. Even if the child is poor, the parent is rich, or maybe the neighborhood is an estate, or they are staying in a slum, all of them will learn the same books. All of them will learn the same system. All of them will have the same exams, and even will end the term together, and even come back, the opening date will be the same. So this one shows that ECD equalizes every child, equalizes every parent, equalizes, they will learn the same subjects, no matter their, maybe their color, maybe their height, maybe the size of their body, but all of them will equally have an individual opportunity in the society. Read number 9, thank you.
Acquire an understanding and appreciation for other national and international communities.
Thank you very much. So ECD also helps everybody to acquire an understanding and appreciation for for other national and international communities. You know, acquiring understanding is when you can reach a point and say, now, even if I am a Kenyan, I can still interact with the neighboring countries. This is a child. They will not ask their neighboring child, like, which country are you coming from? Even if they hear the child is coming from Rwanda, they become very happy, and they understand that even other communities, other international communities exist. They appreciate, for example, the culture. Culture includes the way we speak. You see, maybe from where I am from, we speak very fast. And if I teach children, they'll understand that that is how my culture is. Some people, they talk very slowly. Some of them, they can easily get used to any way. They can learn very quickly. Some of the people, when we talk about culture, we should talk about even the language we speak. That's why ECD tells us we should teach in 2 languages. The first language should be English, which is the official language that is written in all books. The second language should be Kiswahili, which is also written in some of the subjects. And even what is very important is we can also teach these children in the local dialect, that is the mother tongue in that area. That one shows you that we are putting all of these children together, and we appreciate their culture. And that's why culture even will extend even to the food we eat. You know, every culture have their own food they embrace. Every culture have their own meal they love most. So when you interact with different people, you realize that there is a lot more we are missing. When we stick to our culture, we should go out, interact with others, and embrace what they have. Kindly, please read number 10.
Promote positive attitudes towards good health and proper child practices.
Thank you very much.
Proper childcare practices, sorry, proper
Yes.
childcare practices.
Yes, thank you very much. Number 10 says, promote positive attitude towards good health. When we talk about good health, in your mind, you should just remember automatically, when we talk about good health, we mean balanced diet. That's why in ECD, you will talk about nutrition. When you talk about good health, we talk about clean water, taking treated, boiled, clean water. When you talk about good health, we mean physical exercise. That is why in ECD, we teach these children psychomotor activities. They can play, they can jump, they can become physically fit so that they are all right. And proper child care practices. When you talk about child care practices, it means avoiding abuse, child abuse, for example, protecting children's rights, for example, ensuring that they have all the basic necessities they need in a learning environment. All this gives us the reason as to why we should promote the positive attitudes towards good health and proper child care practices. Read the last one, number 11.
Create awareness on the importance of environmental conservation.
Yes. Conservation means keeping. Yes.
Forest.
Conservation means keeping. For example, to conserve. If you have trees near you, you should not cut them down. You should conserve them, meaning that you should protect them. You should ensure that they are safe. And this is a better awareness that we should create in ECDE children. We should ensure that these children know that it is important to live in a clean environment. It is very healthy to live in a nice ventilated place. They should know that they should not throw dirt everywhere. They should have a dustbin. They should clean every morning. They should make sure that before they sleep, maybe they have even themselves. They have good clothes. They have clean clothes. They have all other important attires that we can say. They are even environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
Yes. So I will read through very fast to remind you what we have discussed now, and we end our first session, and then we come back after 10 minutes because we need a break to take water and prepare for the next last session for today. So I will go on general ECD objectives. Number 1, we have said it to acquire information relevant to ECD programs. Number 2 is to develop a sense of nationhood and foster love for own country. Number 3, we have said, is to identify and utilize local resources that promote social economic development. And then number 4 is be aware and appreciate the role of technology and industry in national development. We have also talked about number 5, have an opportunity for further education and training for individual growth and development. Number 6, we said to foster spiritual and moral growth. Number 7, we have said is to acquire acceptable social values and behaviors for effective living as an individual and as a member of the society. The number 6 is to promote equal opportunity for every individual in the society. The number 9 is to acquire an understanding and appreciation for other national and international bodies. Number 10, this will be to promote positive attitudes towards good health and proper child care practices. Then lastly, number 10 is create awareness on the importance of environmental conservation. With this, I will call a break, and we shall join back after 15 minutes to finish on our last session today.